Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wisdom podcast.
That's us.
That's the
Me.
us. We got the Jackson, got the E,
Ah!
and we got the Chand.
The Chand?
The
The
Chand.
Chand.
Okay.
Actually, that's a good question. Is the D in the first syllable or the second syllable? He's pondering really hard about that.
Question? I thought you were asking like...
No, I was asking you. Is the D in your name in the first or second syllable?
The first.
I guess that makes sense.
He is the Chand.
He's
Did-
the
you-
Chand.
I found
Use
this
the-
Reddit post. And so it's this dude saying, I had a dream. I went to Nintendo and they revealed to me that all this time the real Pokemon designer was this Russian guy named Vladimir Pokemon Designer. And I asked him why he named Jigglypuff that, and he said, he's buff. He's jiggly. Are you a jokester? And crushed my head like an empty soda can.
It's, you know,
That's such a vivid image.
I can only imagine how big was this Russian guy, dude. He must have been like a soda can, bruh.
At least 3 feet tall.
Like
least.
Russian, what's his name? Big, Shaquille O'Neal.
Mhm.
Think of his name. You ever think if there's a Russian or just another?
Yes, I do
counterpart to you
think about
everywhere?
the fact that there are Russians.
Well, I was gonna ask a question if you ever think that there's a Russian version of you, but I got
I mean,
sidetracked. I was like, wait, but there could be in every version of you.
yeah. I
Canonically,
mean, also there is because I am. I mean, technically, I'm not full. I'm not like. I'm technically not like Russian, but
Not-
I have the Russian in me.
Not fully am. Actually, I think all of you have Russian in you.
did you know canonically there's a universe in which me and Eli are both Russians and married in a small uptown house?
No, you don't get to choose where you live in Russia. I don't think.
You don't get to choose where you live in
No,
Russia.
we didn't.
Nope, they assign you a pile of snow, and it's like, go build.
Maybe in our reality.
Cold. It's
It's
like
a
it's like a Minecraft server. They're
It's
just
like how
here's,
communism
here's your
works.
plot. They're
That's-
not communist though.
They
Not
are now.
anymore.
They are now.
Oh
Those are
yeah,
people.
they just
Here's
now
a-
turned communist.
Where, in fact, Russia does allow you to pick where to live, and that's where me and Eli are. And while I keep
Anyways.
using that to invalidate anything you say, yes.
Anyways, Chandler's got me beat. I can't fight him. That makes me not woke.
Yeah.
You are less than woke.
Less than woke. Wokent.
Unwoke.
Sleep. I'm cleeping. Anyways.
Sleeping. I hate that.
You don't like that word?
Yeah,
He's
no.
so sweepy.
He's so
I hate-
creepy.
Jackson, I think I'm gonna withdraw your permission to live.
Bruh, every time I speak to Chandler, I find a new word that he's never heard before, but now he hates that word.
I don't think creepy was ever a word.
It is a word, bro. Look it up. Look it up in the Merriam-Webster Wikipedia dictionary.
I don't want to.
Okay, that's okay. You don't have to.
I don't think I know what it
Bro,
means.
I can't tell you what to do.
I can.
Word of the
Look
day,
up.
cleep. Eli can. He's got way more authority than me.
Yeah.
He's a meteorologist. You have to listen to him.
Yeah.
Like,
And a geologist now too.
And a geologist.
Bro,
Yeah.
I take geologist course and it's like the most boring thing I've ever taken.
I love geology.
It's-
Geology's great.
But rocks.
Rocks are cool,
They're
man.
cool, dude.
Dude,
You ever hit someone with a rock? It sounds funny.
you
Listen.
ever just like pick up a piece of gabbro and just like smack someone in the head with it?
You ever just
That's
munch on
great.
that andesite as you walk down the road?
How much I've been doing because I know what Gabbro is now.
I still don't know what that is.
No, unfortunately.
Volcanic rock.
Undergraduate.
You know what else sucks?
Miners.
Trying to remember the different types of volcanoes that there are.
There's three. There's three volcanoes.
I meant differences, not the types. I meant
and only one of them even like barely exists.
Oh.
You got the shield volcano. It's
I know.
low and flat-ish. You got the composite.
Yeah.
The composite is like
But-
mountain, and
Yeah.
then the cinder cone is very tiny and small and barely exists.
Is that the one that's no? Which one?
It's just a hole in the ground. It's not even elevated.
Well, no. What I mean by that is that like there are compared to shield and composite volcanoes, there are very few cinder cone volcanoes.
Now, Eli, let me pick your brain on it because I forgot what it is, and I have an exam Monday.
Okay, got
Which one is it that that's created by volcanic ash? Like, there's one that's created by the volcano.
They like which volcano is made by volcano?
Yeah.
They all make themselves.
No, but,
See, when the material flows out of the volcano, it lands near the volcano and builds up.
See that volcano? Self-made. That one? Self-made. But that one over there? Jim made that one.
not Jim.
It is Jim.
Not
Always
Jim, the volcano
That's-
creator.
That's a t-shirt design if I've ever heard one.
Which one?
Jim the volcano creator.
Please.
Boys, hear me out. Jackbox, next time.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Oh yeah. We need to play some Jackbox. That'll be
Yes.
fun.
What was the shirt idea I keep? Are you gonna make the Matthew Lillard one?
Maybe.
The
There's a lot I still need to do.
the purple guy.
Like Zoink Scoob, I always come back.
I made one in the shirt game, whatever it's called, TKO.
TKO.
And it's just this dude with a actually no, it is like a little demon with a pitchfork looking over a baby, and it says, "Unfortunately, taxes."
Oh,
I would buy that. I've bought 2 shirts off of Jackbox. I have the Kazoo Toot Toot, which it's a memory that I hold forever now. Because I don't think I've ever laughed harder than 4 idiots sitting on a couch at midnight drawing t-shirts, and someone just drew a picture of my dorky little kazoo and just wrote Toot Toot at the bottom. It was so funny. And then the second one I'm actually wearing right now. It's based off of. I'm gonna stand up for it. It's based off of our Discord server. Hang on. Camera's not working. Hang on. Y'all talk while I fix my camera.
Okay, so Chandler, so you're saying you have an exam. Is there a question on your exam that's like which volcanoes make themselves?
No. I was like, there was like something he talked about, and maybe he just explained it badly, or I just didn't understand what he was talking about.
Okay.
He was like talking about like there's like one specific smallest, and I think that is cinder cones that like get made up by the leftover, like they rise out of the ground on land, or like was it this hill? Hold on, let me look at his lecture notes because I actually want to know now.
All right, lads, I got it. So the second one I got, I'm actually wearing right now. It's based off of our Discord server that we record these in. It's just a cozy corner T-shirt.
And I don't have.
It's backwards, but it says "Wait, what" on it.
No, it's not backwards. I
not?
see it normal.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's backwards on my screen, but
It's
really cool and it's really comfy.
Wait, can you not
quite
hear
enjoy
us?
it.
Oh, I hit the power button and like would end the call or not, because it does sometimes and other times it doesn't, and it's like
Well, you're still here for us, so
yeah.
Is my mic okay?
yes.
Okay, cool. I moved it so I could talk about my dorky T-shirt. I think we lost Chandler.
I think we did.
Oh no, he's still
here.
Maybe. Kinda, sorta. You're here and there.
That's kind of wacky.
Okay, now you're just here, so we're good.
Hi,
Hey, how's it going?
buddy. Okay, lecture slides.
This podcast is just about Chandler trying to get a good grade on
Words
his
of wisdom.
geology exam.
Words of wisdom study session.
And I think it's too soon because this is seismology. Completely
Oh yeah,
different.
that's completely different. We don't talk about earthquakes at all in geology.
That's interesting because well, I guess landforms is different than geology slightly.
No, we talked we talked about earthquakes.
Yeah. Okay.
That was sarcasm that I'm not very good at changing in my voice. I just sort of say
Sadly.
things sarcastically and hope that people understand the sarcasm.
Due to my monotone nature, you can't tell that I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, no.
But I am.
There's dome, fish, shield. Is it in my book? Maybe my lab book.
Well, I don't know if it's in your book. I don't know what your book is.
I don't know. I haven't read it yet. The autobiography of Harmon Boy, aka 43 Minutes Late. Which honestly, I need to tone that number down because you've been on the ball lately.
Yeah,
admittedly,
you've been on time.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you were a little bit late this time. Wasn't he? Like a few minutes.
He was like 2 minutes, but I mean, it's not like his usual or his old usual 2 hours and then completely ghost you during that time.
In my defense, I completely forgot what time it was. Got my VR headset on. I heard Jackson message, and I was like, "Oh, it's time."
Hey, it's fine. You also have Brian downstairs, so I mean,
it was like beating the living daylights out of a man in VR, but that's okay.
Real question: what game were you playing?
The Creed, Road to Glory.
I don't know what that is.
That's a game?
It is. It's a very fun game.
Interesting. That's basically just boxing.
Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. Cause Creed. Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the movie.
Oh, I think it is Cindercone. Okay. Now, what was it about
with
Cindercones?
Michael Jordan in it, and he does he makes the buzzer sound,
and he beats people up.
He beats people up. He knocks some dude out, and he's like Gatorade, and then everyone laughs and applauds because that's how the movie goes.
We need to watch all three. The third movie was probably the greatest of all three.
Chandler, I don't mean to sound rude, but I will fall asleep in the Creed movies.
That's kind of interesting.
I can't handle boxing. I just don't care.
Oh, I know. This is UFC fighting. Like,
oh my bad.
You can't tell me that you didn't like Rocky.
Jackson didn't like Rocky?
Rocky was okay because it was cool.
Yeah, Rocky was cool because Rocky Balboa is cool.
He's cool.
Creed has Rocky Balboa in it, Jackson.
What? No way.
Also, Rocky has Creed in it for a little, like in the last one, or whatever.
Son, Adonis Creed.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to be a boxer.
Why is it in these kinds of movies where it's just like every single time it's like I want to follow in my father's footsteps and become a boxer? Like you could like do something else, you know? You don't have to. Your father was like this legendary boxer. Why do you need to try and one up him?
Actually,
I don't get that.
Funny you bring that up because one of the topics that my mom said we should talk about is underappreciated jobs. Shout out to my mom. Not to say that boxing goes unappreciated, but I feel as though it's not one of the big ones.
Well, yeah, that's what I find so weird is that like so with wrestling, it's like it's a whole charade. It's like
staged.
It's staged and it's purely theatrical. But with boxing, they are actually just beating. It's just two dudes beating each other in the face until the other one goes down for long enough to where the other one wins.
Yeah. Which do you like more, high school plays or gladiators? That's basically.
But, like, what yeah, that's the thing. Why do people like wrestling more than boxing? Because like,
Can we
ye
can we be honest
People are
about that?
squeamish. What's up,
yeah, that's
Chandler?
true.
I feel like to a degree, all like sports we watch are to entertain like our desire to see people almost get hurt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the whole nature of,
Right.
like, that kinda thing is that people are
Especially,
barbaric and like to watch each other punch each other in the face.
especially like football. Football, I
People
feel
love
is like
to.
a prime example of that.
People always talk about how far we've come, but still, like deep down, we're like unga bunga pain funny.
Yeah. And it's not like, it's, uh, reserved to just, like, the US, 'cause, like, there's a bunch of different forms of, like, staged,
Yeah.
martial arts, like Aikido, I think it's called. It's like, uh, throwing and, like, stuff like that, and that's staged. So,
My favorite stage thing to watch is soccer, though,
yeah.
because of how bad at acting they are.
I know, I love it so much.
It's like you flick some dude in the air and he like he rolls over 15
Yeah.
times and like starts crying and like acts like his leg is broken.
I think he may pee himself sometimes too.
But
Sometimes.
I remember I saw, this clip of, some dude, like, faking, like, getting, penaltied or whatever, like, his shin or whatever, and then
He
his
just
team
stands
got a
up
goal. Yeah,
immediately.
his team got a goal, and he's like, "Oh, I should probably get up." And and, like, the announcers noticed it, and they're just like, "Oh, look, the power of a goal."
The power of a goal.
It's
And there was one, I
pure.
don't know if you're talking about the same one. Some guy was being carried away on a stretcher and then he like looked over to his team and he got up off the stretcher.
No,
Like
it wasn't that, but
wasn't that
that's
one.
all.
You know, yeah. I don't know. Some stage things like that are a bit too boring.
Right.
Yeah.
That's-
Anyways,
Yeah, that
Russian slap contest. I feel like that goes heavily underappreciated because those are
that
entertaining.
that I honestly didn't think that was a thing until now, but now I need to find that
Oh,
now.
it's such a wonder.
I need to watch that.
It's so funny. It's basically boxing, but like
But with
comedy. It's funnier.
open
Yeah.
that's
I think
honestly better than closed fist to be in my opinion.
yeah, the sounds that they make
Yeah.
sometimes. Just the sound of like a wall falling over compared to boxing where it's like me dropping a sticky pad onto a desk or something.
Dum, dum, dum. That was not anyway.
Me boxing, dum dum dum.
Yeah.
Me slapping. Wait, I don't have my soundboard open. Never mind.
Oh man.
Wait. Audio warning for those at home.
I'm assuming that was.
I don't know if you heard that.
I mean, I heard like I caught little
Kyle?
snippets of it.
Kyle? Who's Kyle?
Who is Kyle?
I don't know.
Who is Kyle? Why
Who
why
is
is
Kyle? Why
Kyle,
why
if you're
does
watching this, who are you? I'm
who are
curious.
you? Also, why do you have a talk show? And also, why did you unhinge your jaw and swallow Gabby whole?
Who's Gabby?
What? I feel
I'll
like I'm missing
explain
out
that.
some lore. I found it. I had to play it
There
one
it is.
time.
I forgot what the game is called, but it's from a game.
Oh, okay. I don't know what game you're talking about. Kyle. Well, I'll talk about Kyle later because I want to go back to underappreciated jobs.
Yeah, Kyle is an underappreciated
Being
job.
a Kyle.
Being Kyle.
Kyle, if you're watching this, keep Kyling. We appreciate it.
You go unappreciated in your work,
In your work.
and you know what? I think that needs to change.
Why, hi, Kyle.
That being said, I'm not going to do anything different.
Do we have
I'm
a
just gonna say that there should be change.
I don't care what kind
I
of change.
yeah,
Just
I don't I
don't be the same.
yeah, so long as I'm not involved in having to change anything, it's good.
Indeed.
Jackson?
Anyway, that's my stupid,
Okay.
uh
Those are your words of wisdom.
Jackson, tell me, when and where will you be getting a PS5 finally?
Probably not anytime ever. I mean, listen. If I am ever gonna get a PlayStation, it'll probably be PS6. If and when
Hmm.
that ever comes out.
True.
They're a lot still, bro. Like they're too
I
much
bought
for me.
240, and that was with God of War because of a sale.
Well, yeah, but also I feel like it's gonna be irrelevant soon. I mean, when did the PS5 even come out? That was 21, right?
something like that.
So
But yeah,
we might have a few more years.
yeah, we
Oh,
we
they had the
we
PS4
don't
for like
really have long before the next
That is true.
PlayStation is at least announced, yeah.
They did have the PS4 for like 12 years. So
I feel like PlayStation upgrades less than Xbox. 'Cause I feel like Xbox like keeps changing things.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Xbox doesn't even have as many consoles.
I think the Nintendo
Well,
is, I think, the slowest to add new
True.
things, which I mean is really that's one of the things that I like about Nintendo is that like they're not just moving on to like different consoles all the time because that
Yeah, but
can get annoying.
as replacement, they're upping their price. Did you see how much the new
Oh
Zelda game
yeah,
is gonna cost?
yeah.
$70 for pre-order.
I have a
No
question.
bonuses or anything. Just base 70.
Oh wait, 70 for pre-order?
Mm-hmm.
Last I checked, it was 80.
Oh, 80? Oh goodness. Then maybe base game will be 70 and pre-order is 80, but
Yeah.
they're
Wait,
upping
what
the
is it?
price on it. The
What are we
new
talking about?
the new Breath of the Wild game is gonna just
I'm
be
so
the most
excited for
expensive
it
game that
though.
comes out.
It's gonna be so good. I hope. I really hope that it's good. I really want it
Everyone
to be
hopes. If the
good.
game is $80 and is bad, there's gonna be some
Yeah.
not happy people. So
I mean, they already messed up with like
Link's Awakening.
releasing. Well, I didn't play the new release. What's that? What is the term I'm looking for? The port. Yeah, Link's Awakening port. Um, that's not the right word. Anyway,
What word are you? Like, what do you
HD, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, point is,
remake?
yeah, remake. But anyway, my point is that they already messed up really bad when they released Scarlet and Violet as badly as it was released.
Yeah.
So if they do that again,
Which is unfortunate because Scarlet isn't
yeah,
that bad.
it's a fun game. It's just there's so many bugs and it's like it felt like they did not care. They
This
didn't
is
really put much care into the game, except for the designs, because they always nail the designs.
It was a fun
Um,
game until people learned you can start the game with a level 65 Terra Garchomp and just breeze through everything.
I don't know why you would need to do that though, because honestly,
I
it's
know.
such an easy game.
Pokemon games have gotten easier.
Mm.
I miss Gold and Silver. I feel like that was a really good difficulty level.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Heart Gold.
Yes.
All right, so real talk. Something occurred to me recently, and I'm just kind of shocked.
All right.
Yes. All right. Um. Did y'all know the Wii U is a very hated device? And it kind of shocked me because I feel like that was like my main childhood console.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I knew that everybody hated it, and it was not for a good reason. Yeah, I think the Wii U was a good idea. I think it worked really well as like a next version of the Wii. It's just everybody hated it because it. I actually don't know why people didn't like it. I don't understand.
What's weird is people hated the Wii U so much, but then the Switch came out, which is almost the exact same thing, and people
Yeah,
love it.
it's just the same thing, but
Smaller.
mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, smaller and mobile. And like in a way, the Wii U is mobile, but like not really.
It's not
But
super mobile.
it's not super mobile. Like you
It's on
can
that
walk around the room with
it's
it,
on
but
that
like other
2G connection, bro.
yeah.
It's on that payphone connection.
Point is that the people hated on the Wii U for no reason. I mean, there was a reason, but no good reason.
Yeah. But then the Wii, however,
The
the Wii is perfect. That is the
the Wii is
perfect console.
for its time anyway, but
For its time,
yes.
of course.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing still holds up today. What are you
I mean,
talking
yeah, there's still some amazing games that I like to go back to, like Pikmin, and sometimes I'll
Mario?
play. But yeah, and sometimes I'll replay the Smash Bros.
Oh,
Brawl.
Brawl!
Yeah,
Ah!
I'll replay the campaign mode.
I
Mode
think
to it.
I think Brawl is the first game I put 100 hours into.
Count
I'm
it up.
I'm sure I've put a lot of hours into Brawl, but
Which
yeah.
is so funny because now I'm so bad at Smash.
But am I wrong about that?
About what?
Wrong about what?
Is that the only one that had a story mode?
No, Ultimate does.
Technically, Ultimate does, but Brawl's campaign is better.
Yeah, because they have cutscenes.
They have cutscenes, and they have
Vividly that. I don't remember anything after. I just remember like playing bits and pieces of like, the story.
yeah.
Yeah,
The thing is,
Subspace Emissary, bro.
yeah. The thing is, I like how like chaotic Subspace is, because like there's just so many like enemies everywhere, and the other thing I like about it is that like you're not actually fighting like characters that are like playable in the game. You're fighting against like these robots and a bunch of different other things.
Right.
You fight a freaking Rayquaza.
Yeah, I know. The bosses in that are so much more unique, and there were a few
Yeah.
things like that in World of Light.
I mean,
but
yeah.
like,
To be fair, World of Light has Rathalos, which is the best, and I'm so glad they did that
I know.
because I freaking love Rathalos, whatever.
Wraithlass.
Rathalos,
Yeah, Dragon Boy.
Mr. Dragon Boy, yes. Except he's not a dragon; he's a wyvern. But
He's a dinosaur.
he's a dinosaur. I mean, yeah.
What would you say was your favorite game on the Wii?
Monster Hunter 3 Try.
Oh. Like I said earlier, I think I put the most hours into Brawl, but I think my favorite game was Wii Sports Resort.
Wii Sports was fun. That was a
It's-
lot of fun.
It just holds a special place, you know.
Mhm.
What about you, Harmon boy?
What?
Favorite game on the Wii?
Mario Party 8.
Okay, that's fair. It's pretty good.
The most iconic game.
Most
ever made.
iconic game.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Most iconic game ever to be produced.
it's a #1 seller.
Forget Mario. Forget everything. Forget Master Chief. It's Mario Party 8.
It's Mario Party 8. That is Mario.
Yeah, but I meant like main game Mario.
Oh, yeah. The
Hey,
boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah.
Real talk though, Halo really changed.
Do that guy.
Yeah.
You know, Halo really changed the game.
Yeah, they did. They were. Well, were they the first space game? I don't think they were.
No. Technically,
I don't think Halo was the first game in space.
First game in space, bro.
it was System Shock. The first person shooter, at least in space, was System Shock.
Okay.
Fact check me on that, but I think it's System Shock.
I'm not gonna do that research. I don't care that much.
I mean, one of the first video games to be made was a space game. I forgot what it was called.
Galaga?
No, not Galaga. It was something
No?
else where like it was just two like
Pong.
spaceships. Yeah, it was Pong, definitely.
Pong.
I can't
Pong
remember
champ.
exactly all the details about it, but yeah. Anyway,
Man, games have. I sent a picture of this to Chandler. We were at the my family and I, we took a trip to the Tennessee History Museum, and they had a bunch of, they just had it all separated, so it was, like Native American, and then like, World War One and all that. But we got to the end of World War Two, and for some reason there was just a copy of the old Doom game in there. I don't know why it was there.
Oh, it's canon.
this
It's
museum can run Doom.
It can run Doom.
Me and the boys in the music playing Doom 3 at 2 a.m.
Me and the boys playing Doom on a Samsung smart fridge.
That reminds me of like such a weird moment because I think last spring break or something like that. Yeah. I went with my mom and dad to Disney World for the first time, which was super cool. And
Ow.
what?
Ow.
Oh, okay. Anyway, and but is the weird thing was that at Epcot they have like a history of anime like museum thing.
What?
And it was so weird because like I'm just like looking at my mom and dad, and they're like legitimately like reading like all this history about anime and stuff. I'm just like, huh.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, Sailor Mickey. That's such a cursed idea.
Here, hold on. I gotta go downstairs and say a prayer for food real quick.
Okay, take your time.
I'll be right back.
All right.
One sec.
It needs the blessing of
It
Chandler.
needs the blessing. Yeah. It's requiring the Harmon boy chant.
But yeah.
I didn't know they had a history of anime thing there. Was that the one in Florida or?
Yep, in Florida.
Oh, you see, we went to Disney attraction place, World Land, which is it?
Where were you at?
In Florida.
Yeah, so yeah, that's World.
It's World. Okay, I can never remember. We
Yeah.
went to Disney World.
Disneyland is in California.
Okay, I'll try and remember that. All right, World big, Florida big. That works. Okay.
California is bigger than Florida.
Nope, wrong. We all know that Florida goes all the way down to South America.
We all know that Florida reaches to Europe.
Mm-hmm. If we tilted the United States on a 90-degree axis, we could use Florida to cross the ocean. But no, we went down there, and I didn't even know that was a thing.
Wait, did you go to Epcot?
No, we went to Disney World, and then we went to.
Oh yeah, but I'm like Epcot is part of Disney World.
Oh, it may be.
Like,
I don't know.
Do you know like which park specifically you went to?
There was the Star Wars.
Yeah, that's Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios.
And then there's Magic Kingdom, and then there's Animal Kingdom.
Okay, I don't think we went to Animal.
Okay.
Well, no, yeah, that was
And then
kind of
there's
the end of that. Was that I didn't know there was a anime history thing there. If I did, I would have taken a car. Like, lol, I'm gonna go dweeb real quick. Y'all can keep being American if you want. I'm transitioning.
Your parents are just like looking at the stuff like, this is what happened to them.
They walk in and it's like, I don't know, it's a really geeky one. Like SAO is playing on like a giant monitor, and they're like, oh.
Oh no.
There are two types of people in this world: people who love SAO and people who hate SAO. There's
I
no
mean,
gray zone.
I don't know anything about SAO,
There are
so
3 types of people in this world. People who love SAO, people who hate SAO, and people who don't know what it is.
yeah,
You don't want to be on one of those.
yeah. I would rather stay where I'm at and not know anything about it, because I know that there are people that love it and like they're saying these like great and amazing things about it, and then there's the people that hate it and they're like all these like terrible things about it. I'm like, you know what? If it's amazing, fine. If it's bad, I'd rather just leave it
Not.
alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chandler and I have a friend who is just like that. He watches SAO, or I don't know if I doubt he still watches it, but he had a big SAO phase, and you can tell because his Discord picture was of the main character for a while. And if you like it, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just pick up a book of
No, it's
literally any
wrong.
other kind. I've seen filler like a really bad movie. Like I would put it around the ranks of like the Emoji Movie, or what's another really bad piece of media?
Uh, you don't want my take on that.
Okay. All right, that's
However,
fair.
you do want my take on this, and I don't care if you don't, because this is just the plain truth. People who have watched the Monster Hunter movie, yes, there was a Monster Hunter movie.
Ooh.
They say that it was
Movie?
really bad. Shut up. They say it was.
So harsh for no reason.
Yeah.
He
Anyway,
he was let him hang on, Harmon boy, let him cook.
so the Monster Hunter movie, people say that it was really bad, and I disagree. I think it was a really good movie. It's just the problem with it was the pacing. Is some parts felt really slow, and some parts felt way too fast. That was the only problem with that movie. The designs were great. The characters were the characters were there. I can't
they
say that they're great. They were
they
there.
they
They
were
were fine.
people,
They were
I
people.
guess.
It was a good movie. I liked the movie. I'm a little bit biased, but
'Cause
anyways,
it's
I
Monster
liked
Hunter.
the movie. I think that people should stop hating on the Monster Hunter movie just because it wasn't exactly how they wished it was.
I didn't even know there was a monster movie. Monster movie?
A monster.
I ain't never seen one of them monster
Yeah,
films.
that's the thing, is that like
Monster
when
Hunter.
we went to the theater to go watch it, there were like people around that like definitely did not play Monster Hunter and look and they were so confused through the whole movie. And it's so funny.
That's awesome.
But yeah, but yeah, it's definitely not a movie for people who don't know what Monster Hunter is.
Okay. Actually, I always think about that sometimes. Like, we always put that into perspective. We went and saw the Dragon Ball Super movie a couple months
Mhm.
ago now, almost a year. Well, not exactly, but there were a lot of people in that theater, like way more than I thought there were going to be. And I kind of thought, like, I just had an inner thought. I was like, are there any people here who don't know anything about Dragon Ball? Because I don't know, some people just like to watch movies but aren't like super engrossed
Yeah.
into one or two things. And this is the first Dragon Ball movie to come out in like 9 years, so
I
kind of
mean,
just
I think there would be at least some people who didn't know, but I think the majority, like a large majority of the people knew what they were watching, because like
yeah, surely, but
Dragon Ball is like one of the biggest like it even like outside of anime, it's like a very big
it is a
franchise.
big media. That is true. But I always wonder if there's someone in that position who's like the free guy, right? Like walking into Free Guy, I didn't know what to expect, but it
That was
was,
good. I
was
liked
good. It was so good. It's
this
such a good
is
movie.
so good.
Very underrated movie.
Very underrated. Yeah.
Very underrated. I think I'm partially biased because I like the idea of not sentient things becoming sentient.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan of that.
I like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, true. He's technically reason one, but no one. I didn't want to admit it, but I'm glad Eli's here to say it. I was thinking it, and he said it. And Harmon Boy was. That's accurate. Now Eli summed it up perfectly fine. You were.
Yes, was.
Rega's bad.
The sounds really
Yeah,
romantic.
don't worry, your phones didn't mute. We were.
I wanted to just wait and see how long it
I
would
did
go.
too. Your audio wasn't broken. That was just a Sword Bros linked moment of silence. All of our eyes immediately whited out for a second. It happens sometimes. Harmon Boy, I want to hear you speak some more. You've been very quiet.
Yeah, you stop. Shut up.
What?
Eating rice. I'm eating mushroom rice.
Okay, well, eat some words of wisdom, or make us eat some words of wisdom.
Yeah, I'll make
Did
you
you
eat
know-
those words.
Baby bird us words of wisdom.
You know, canonically, and according to Cells, the God of War franchise is probably more successful than Halo.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. You know, I feel like deep voice, really cool, overpowered main character trope is dying out.
Which I understand why, and I also like it's a good thing that it's starting to be less used because it was overused before. But I hope it doesn't completely die out because sometimes you want to just hear a deep voice.
Sometimes I just want a Morgan Freeman trained being to just serenade my ears while I game.
I just want to hear Morgan Freeman talk about fishing while I'm playing a fishing game. That's
Right.
all I want,
Like, is it really that big of a deal, right? Here I am, just playing my game. Would it kill someone for me to just listen to, like, before time had a name, blah 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 lore, all of that while I'm just committing the most atrocious acts? Is that too much to ask for?
Sometimes I want like a super deep voice to narrate every action that he does. It's like, wow, great catch.
Like just Stardew
That's
Valley or
it.
something.
Yeah. If your main character in Stardew Valley had a voice that just like spewed random voice lines whenever you did something, that might get an extremely annoying.
It might.
But I think it would be very funny.
Well,
especially if you could hear it in multiplayer too.
Multiplayer? It's like I am Blorbo. Blorbo has yet to die.
Blorbo has never died.
I don't know if he ever will.
Blorbo will
Really?
never die.
Blorbo is secretly the fourth Mario brother.
I felt so bad for you because Josiah was like, we got a question from Sword Bros 77.
It's like, I don't know who this is, and then I went on to roast my phone for like 4 minutes. It's like, guys, it's like A50, like them really cheap phones. It's like, oh, okay. All right, I guess. And it was right after he said, I don't want to like call him out or anything. And he immediately
I don't want to call him out, but calls him out.
Not to get political, but shout out to the Unusable podcast.
Next time I see Josiah, don't worry, I'll sock him for you.
Don't. I sent him a response email because he was like, they watched the first episode. And at the time I sent the email, I did only watch the first episode. But I'm now caught up. But I signed my second email by Blorbo, so I want to see if he can piece it together. Surely he can. I feel like Blorbo's not a very common name,
No, not necessarily.
or at least not in the U.S.
Not in the US.
What kind
Yes,
of
I'm
name?
sure there's tons of Blorbos out in Germany.
German Blorbo. That's an idea.
This is my friends here. Or mein Freundin. His name is Blorbo.
Das ist Blorbo.
just punches Blorbo to death.
It's more aggressive, bro. It's German. It's gotta be.
Oh yeah, because I think it's a funny trope, but why is it that like every time there's a German character, they're always like the most cynical and or aggressive like character in the game?
Their history.
Oh yeah, but like anyway.
I don't know. I think Russians technically can one up Germans though.
Oh yeah, that's true. But
Like-
usually you don't have a Russian and a German in the same game, which is weird.
TF2,
because
TF2, TF2.
well, yeah, I'm not saying no game has a German and a Russian. I'm just saying
Right.
it's not typical that you find a game where there's both a Russian character and a German character.
If and when we ever start making our own game, can we have a character that's German and Russian?
Absolutely.
I want a character that like changes nationality every time they speak.
Like you mean like the voice I did for Caius?
Oh, for Caius, yes. Just different every time. Like it's new location, like new gender. Why not?
Yep.
They're just a ball, not even a character.
With personality disorder.
Yeah, like well.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You know, multi-personality
Want to
disorder is
question
actually...
yourself again, there, Jackson?
Well, you've changed my... Well, now you say that. Well, no. No. well, maybe. Well, no. I can do that bit for years, bro.
That reminds me of like a joke that one of my teachers back in middle school did. It is whenever someone said the word crazy, sometimes he would, or there was this one time he just went, "Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in they locked me in a dark room. I died in that room. Then they buried me. The worms, they tickled me. It drove me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once."
I was crazy.
He would go on and on.
Oh, that's great. It's like a trigger. I have that too. I'll do this with my family sometimes. Whenever we bring up rats, I'll say rat in a funny voice and just say rat as many times as I can. Like rat, little rat, just ratting around. It's just fun. I don't know.
Jackson,
Yeah.
are you physically and or mentally?
Am I okay?
Physically and mentally.
No and no.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
When are we old, though? That's the question.
Name one time you are perfectly sane. Apart from when you can't... Oh, excuse me. When you can't form thoughts.
I mean, technically, you're thinking while you're asleep. Actually, wait, no, I'm not saying while I'm asleep.
I feel like everyone's a little committing silly acts when they snooze.
When you're
If they're in a lucid dream, absolutely. But
Oh,
like
yeah.
my dreams, just if I have them, they're the most confusing things ever. And I can't even begin to decrypt what my brain is trying to tell me in my dreams.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's like that too. It's sometimes a dream will start. It's like, oh, I'm a roller coaster repairman. That's fine. And then like 4 minutes into the dream, I'm helping Harry Potter hunt narwhals. It's like that's not normal, but all dreams are like that sometimes.
That's not normal, but also could be worse.
It could be worse. I mean, the moon could be changing shapes, but it's not. yet.
Not this time.
Not this time. Have you all heard of the crazy dream theory that every time you dream, you're looking through your eyes in an alternate reality?
I'm just the plot of Multiverse of Madness.
Probably.
Yeah, that is
just
what happens
that's
in
the plot of
Multiverse.
Multiverse of Madness.
That's what happens in Multiverse of Madness. It's not exactly the plot of Multiverse of Madness, but it's one of the main tropes of that movie.
I've heard talk about that way before that movie came out. Like when I was like 4, people were telling me that. Anyways, if that's the case, then a lot of me's have no longer existed.
A lot of memes are just dead.
Not very breathing right now.
Indeed.
Some of them are like silly, like, oh, oops, I drank poison. Oh well. And then others are, oops, the moon is coming. The moon is coming. The moon is coming. The moon is coming. And it's just that for 4 days.
Did you happen to play Majora's Mask?
I have not played Majora's Mask, but I do know that the moon is coming.
The moon is coming.
The moon is coming. I never got to play any of the old. I played a little bit of Ocarina of Time. That's it.
Ocarina of Time is really fun. Honestly, I think the first Zelda game is one of the better ones. I just have a lot of fun playing that one.
Launch Yielda.
Yep. What else is good?
I watch speedruns.
I mean, technically, Twilight Princess isn't really that old compared to other Zelda games, but it's fairly old, and it's also pretty good. But
What
yeah.
would you say is the worst Zelda game?
To be fair, I haven't played a whole lot of Zelda games, but I have played quite a few. I think my least favorite one.
Let's say it. You know which one it is.
Do I?
Yes. I don't care. It's completely opinion based.
Yeah, I don't know. I think probably. Honestly, I think it's probably what was it called?
Skyward Sword.
I actually kind of like Skyward Sword.
What?
I kind of liked it.
What?
I thought it was good.
That game was a nightmare. But hey, if you enjoyed it, good on you.
I just didn't really have a whole lot of fun with how can I not remember the name?
Link to the Past.
I don't think I played Link to the Past.
What was the really silly one? There was one that was super memeable. It's the one where it's like, I've got wares if you've got the money, or something like that.
That's a lot of just games in general that say that.
Yeah, but
I think you're referring to the weird offshoot games for the like a different console thing, and
maybe.
Dang it, what was they called? Alright, I'm looking it up.
Spin-off.
Yeah, the spin-off games.
I can't think of what it's called now. That really bothers me.
But yeah, honestly, I didn't have a lot of fun with Wind Waker. I just didn't really like it that much. I think you're thinking of Faces of Evil.
Faces of Evil. Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. That one was perfect for the wrong reasons.
For every wrong reason.
Yeah, everything that made that game bad made it good. It's like when you make a really good game. Like all the ideas are good and all of it is good, but combined it's just bad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Harmon boy?
What? Yes.
What?
He's existing at times a second.
That's okay. That happens a lot.
He's back. Welcome back.
But,
Harmon boy,
Yeah.
what was your favorite Zelda game?
Dog, I've never played Zelda.
That's sad.
that's unfortunate.
Sorry.
Not really.
I'm gonna buy you a Zelda game now.
No, please don't.
I'm gonna buy you a Zelda game while we're out tomorrow.
Oh, we don't do that.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. I think I won't.
You don't even know what consoles I have that run Zelda.
Yeah, I do. You got a Nintendo
Xbox.
Switch. Nice try.
That's not true.
Imagine-
Do have a
Imagine
Switch.
an Xbox Zelda game.
I sold just 5 seconds ago.
You did not sell your Switch 5 seconds. Goober moment.
It's like the gift of the Magi. One of you buys the other Switch game, the other one sells the Switch. Not exactly translatable to the same way, but you get what I'm saying.
Life gives you lemons, start a company.
When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back.
Life gives you lemons. I mean, they're just lemons. You probably found a tree or something. Why would life give you lemons?
That's a good question. Why are so many people like just randomly receiving lemons from life itself?
From existence.
And why have they developed a formula to know what to do when life gives you lemons?
Right?
Like how do they know that making lemonade was the best decision to make when you are bestowed lemons by life?
That sounds like a. That sounds like how people discovered the really weird foods. But like, some dude was gifted lemons, and the first thing he thought was, "Hey, eat these." But everyone jokes about like how we discover cow milk or anything like that. But y'all heard about the flying squirrel coffee beans?
I have.
I think I've probably like heard mention of it.
Those are there's no way. Who thought that was a good idea? I found some squirrel dookie. I wonder if it's edible. He's like, coffee.
Coffee.
Like, come on, dude.
Stimulating poop.
Bro's on a hit of some kind of caffeine.
I'm scared now.
You should be. I'm always terrified.
I'm depressed.
I'm just in a constant state of fear. Just of anything that
Fear.
happens by.
Listen, I made a deal with Fear. He said if I was always feeling his emotion, he would leave me alone. He hasn't fulfilled that part of the deal. And in hindsight, it wasn't a very good one.
It was not the best deal I've made.
Yeah. Because I can always feel his presence, but I don't see him anymore, so... Anyways.
Imagine you could like see a personification of your emotions, just like standing nearby whenever you're feeling them, the emotions.
Isn't that a Teen Titans episode?
I don't know. I never watched Teen Titans.
Watch it anymore. Or wait, Go is the new one, right?
Yeah, Teen Titans. I mean, it's not really new though, is it? It's been out for a while.
It's been out for a while, but they're still making it.
Yeah.
I was referring to that one, not the one from like 04. It wasn't 04. I don't know when it was, but a lot older.
Just a little bit older.
A little bit.
All right, can we talk about Subnautica? Just Subnautica.
Subnautica? We would, but we're actually running low on time.
No, that's true.
I'll write that down somewhere. That'll be our topic for our starting topic for next week. Because Subnautica's a fun one.
Yeah.
Actually, someone in this call hasn't played Subnautica yet.
I have not.
And he's wrong for it.
He's wrong for it. Chandler, we're gonna buy you Subnautica for your birthday now.
Yeah.
I thought it was. Which one is it?
Which one is it? Zelda and Subnautica? Both.
Yeah.
One's a gift from me, one's a gift from Eli.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Just you.
Just me? Okay. Well then, sorry bro, you're not getting a Zelda game, you're getting Subnautica.
That's valid.
Actually, that's something we gotta do. We gotta...
That does kind of make it easier, though.
And all games that we've played tier list.
Every single game.
Every single game. And now,
Gosh.
for me, that's not a big deal because I've played like 40 games total. But I've seen Chandler's Xbox library, and I'm terrified.
So many games.
Blank out. You have like 600 games. I don't know how you've found time to play all of them.
Dog, I used to eat, breathe, and sleep game.
That's
You know?
anyway.
Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. Boys, do you have any plugs you want to make? Anything you want to say?
Remember that tomorrow is the birthday of the boy, and it's not actually. It's actually the celebration of the birthdays. Canonical.
It is a conglomerate. Another geology term.
What odds do we become friends that literally have like birthdays like 1 week apart from another? Canonically, except mine's after.
Guess it's not super uncommon.
When is Eli's?
15th.
Okay, so no.
15th, 18th, and 30th. But hey, we're all in March, so.
That's
everybody
remember,
tomorrow is the Christmas of March.
the Christmas of March. March 25th. Mark it down on your calendars.
You are getting me Subnautica. Please get it for PlayStation, I beg. Is it on? It is on PlayStation.
I think it's on everything but PlayStation and Switch. And
Dog,
everything. I think it's on PC and Xbox exclusively.
If Below Zero is on here, surely the first one's on here.
Oh, is Below Zero on? Okay.
It is. It's on sale right now too.
Well, I don't know how to get you Below Subnautica for
Below Subnautica.
Below Subnautica.
That's
Anyways,
the third game.
Dude, why is Below Zero cheaper than the original Subnautica right now?
Because the original's better.
Yeah, the original is better.
Way better.
And also, the Below Zero isn't finished.
No, it is.
It is?
Yeah. Believe it or not, it is finished. Subnautica 3's development has begun. It began like a year ago.
My God. The
Below Zero, the new
scene has a PNG as the last thing you see.
Isn't that great? Game's done, by the way.
What?
Anyways, shout out, go follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/istasaya. If I remember, I'll put it in the description. Now, boys, do we have any words of wisdom we want to say before we close?
Never forget to not forget.
Never forget to not forget. E?
Sorry, but I've been doing the opposite of that, Chandler.
Yes.
Yeah. Remember to not remember.
To not forget.
Remember to not forget to remember forget.
Okay, and forgetting to remember is forgetting to forget. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next time.
Remember, forget, remember, get mem for rem, or get remember, skirb mem get